Welcome back to another Ski Boys Sports Talk show. Today, back on soccer, more specifically the UEFA Champions League.
More specifically, the best team in the world out here, Bayern Munich, going up against PSG, because we don't care about that little Dortmund kid over here, you know what I'm saying?
They're the best team that buys everybody.
Yeah, okay. If we're talking about teams that buy everybody, we're looking at Man City and PSG.
Okay.
If we're looking at starting lineups who won a Champions League final, I think Bayern spent a total of
That's because
80 million.
That's because Lewandowski went there for free.
Okay, but that's still a transfer that you can make, you know.
After he said, "I don't think anyone should go to Bayern. I think that they're cruel. They buy everybody. I'm gonna stick here at Dortmund." And then
he left his best friend Royce.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Like at the first couple years after that, they still did their handshake, but now it's just whatever.
True. At least he got his real best friend Mario Götze back on his team. You know what I'm saying? That's what really was up.
Yeah, but Götze is back at PSV Eindhoven now.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
He's playing over there. I think that's in the Netherlands.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Belgium, one of those two over there.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Yep.
Yeah.
But quarterfinals draws out. We got Porto, Chelsea. We got Real Madrid, Liverpool, PSG, Bayern, and Man City, Dortmund.
So we're gonna talk about our predictions at this point. Start with let's start with your team. Dortmund, Man City. Man City, whoo! Pep Guardiola and that big spending team over there. How do you feel about it?
Man City's on a freaking roll right now, and Dortmund not so much. We're better than we were. Before we played Sevilla in the last round, we were absolutely terrible. But that Sevilla tie kind of turned us up and around, but then we did just lose to Cologne right before the international break. But I really think that's because we're just injured.
Yeah.
Royce is injured, Guerrero's injured, Sancho's injured, Mateo Moret's injured, Alice Witzel's out for the season, torn Achilles. It's just Julian Brandt's not playing up to it. Gio Reyna started off really well, now just went down. And Torgan Hazard just got off injury, so he's just getting just into shape. And then Thomas Meunier, I just don't like him.
Yeah, I never really liked him because he came over from PSG, didn't he? He just didn't really look like a person who knows how to get into the flow of the game and passing and moving it right into the box or whatever. He just doesn't seem like he's all that fluid with the ball.
No, he's not a modern day outside back.
Right.
He's more of a defensive, stay in the back. But the way Dortmund plays, we play out with our outside backs going forward. That's why we have Guerrero and Mateo Moret on the sides. Yeah,
they're very, very centralated on playing out of the back and slowly moving forward and then finding that long through ball if they can. Just slowly, tactically moving up the field. Very good at that.
And then sometimes we play out the back too much, and then teams just pressure us and we lose it. And it's like
they get easy goals. Yeah.
And we just turn the ball over, and then even when we do go all the way up, we get a shot on goal, they save it. There's just a giant gap because we're all offensively minded.
Right.
Our entire team. There's a giant gap between our midfield and defense, and they just go right past us. And there's really no one has the motivation just to get back.
And it's going to be a real tough challenge for Dortmund in this game with Man City because Pep is very known as a coach for pressing high on the field and putting pressure on the goalie and the back center backs who are just trying to pass it back and forth in the back. He really likes to just attack as hard as he can the defenders and really force them to either push the ball forward or kick it out.
Yep.
And it's a really tough game for certain teams to play.
And if our back line's still injured, hopefully we get a Kanji back. Zagadou just went down with another knee injury.
Right.
Because Emre Can, our defensive midfielder, has been playing center back the past month. So if we get a Kanji back in there, we have more depth in the central midfield. Besides putting our attacking midfielders and wingers into the center midfield. So we have Dahoud, who's actually come along, Delaney, Sean, and Jude Bellingham, one of my favorite players on Dortmund right now. The England GOAT, him and Sancho. So I think if we get healthy, we get Guerrero back, we get Mateo Morey, Royce gets back.
Plus, you take into account that Pep doesn't really have a very good history in this round of the Champions League either.
They get knocked out in quarterfinals.
And he was doing that back in with Bayern Munich too, before he went to Man City. He's a very, very particular coach, and for him to get further along, he might need a certain player. I don't know if he has it in the squad that he has right now.
That's why he's looking to get Haaland from us.
And he lost Leroy Sané over the summer, so
like they still have great players over there. They still have
Kun Aguero,
Foden. They still have Jesus.
Yep, they still have a lot of ballers.
Gundogan came from Dortmund. A lot of good Dortmund players leave,
right?
Which sucks for me.
That's a conversation for another time, though.
But I think it just comes down to how the first leg plays out.
Yeah.
Because I think it's at Dortmund.
And if they don't concede, then they can move into the away leg with the chance to score an away goal. And if you don't know about away goals,
they're better than home goals.
Much better than home goals.
So
if you're tied 1-1, but you got an away goal and they have a home goal, then you win automatically.
You go on to the next round.
Yeah.
And there's two legs. There's a home leg and away leg, obviously, for both teams, because it'd be kind of unfair if we just play one game at, let's say, Bayern Allianz Stadium or Arena.
Allianz Arena, yep.
And then we didn't play another game at Dortmund.
Right.
Because with fans there, that would be a huge home field advantage. But there are some fans in other stadiums. I don't think in Germany there are. But I think in England there's minimal fans. Maybe not.
I think in Germany they might be minimal fans, right? I think it's family members and like any other team, faculty or whatever. They're allowed to be in the stadium. I don't know if they allow anybody outside of the families of the players to be in the stadium at this point. But they were starting to incorporate more and more people in.
But there is this big thing about the pandemic going around, and that Germany has a big no travel thing right now. So I'm just wondering, I think they came out with it that where they are playing the leg.
Oh, that's right. They have to specify it. Yeah.
Because they don't really allow teams from England to come in because of the different strands or whatever. So then, if it is at a neutral location,
would they just play one, or would they play two?
They would play two at that same arena.
Oh, so then what would the fan situation be for that? That's the question.
There would just be no fans there.
I guess,
it would just be an empty stadium. Which I don't know which would help more.
I guess it's neutral, you know. It'd be for whoever travels the least amount of distance at this point, right?
But I think they're meet in the middle or somewhere.
Somewhere in France, that makes sense.
Or Belgium or something like that. But I think there's a chance Dortmund comes out. I'm always hoping.
I'm a Germany guy. I got Dortmund coming out too. I think they could pull it off. I don't trust Pep, like I said, in this late stage of the competition. So
both got Dortmund. I'm more of the hopeful Dortmund.
Yeah, I'm just the Germany. I like the Germany teams, but this is definitely my.
So now we'll go down. Do you want to talk about?
Yeah, we'll go Bayern Munich, PSG next. Obviously, our big guy Robert Lewandowski, the best striker in the world, the real GOAT. The real GOAT. The best striker ever. He got hurt in international play for Poland, which screws Bayern Munich. He's out for 4 weeks now. He'll miss both legs against PSG. So now we're looking at either replacing him with a young guy in Joshua Zirkzee, who has shown out. He's scored goals, but he hasn't had a lot of starting time. He's more the guy who comes on afterwards, or he plays the games that Lewandowski is sitting out and resting for.
Which is against lesser opponents.
Right, usually the really small Germany teams. So we have that to look at. We'll either have him there, or we'll put Müller in as a false 9, see how that plays out. Luckily, last year in the Champions League final, Lewandowski wasn't even the one who scored the goal that won the game, so possibly we don't need him. But PSG is a very scary team.
Yes.
They have Neymar coming back from injury, Icardi coming back from injury, Mbappe coming back from injury, so it'll be a real test for us to see if we can move forward.
Yeah, I think for Bayern it's just how their defense plays.
Yeah.
Because they're always going to attack, they're always going to score. It's just how Kimmich and Goretzka can hold right in front of the back line.
Yep.
And how Boateng or Sula.
Hopefully Sula, if he's not injured.
Yep.
If he stays healthy.
We'll just see how they play. Because I think you have Pavard coming back too.
Yep, Pavard should be coming back from injury.
Yep.
He should be able to play the right back position. That'll be really helpful. And then you have the fastest man alive, Alphonso Davies.
And then I think even if Sula isn't there, you have Alaba coming in as center defender.
Yeah, so...
And then you have... It's just a bunch of moving pieces that let's just hope they gel.
Right.
Let's hope Pavard is... Well, he has been playing for France right now. So, but this is like helpful, getting his feet back under him, playing.
Yeah, a little warm up before we get into this Champions League leg.
So I think it is going to be Bayern, but it's going to be a really tough 2 legs.
I think I'm going to put my faith into Leroy Sané, and on the other side, Kingsley Coman. If Serge Gnabry doesn't play, I got Kingsley Coman and Leroy Sané. They're going to carry us to that victory. I think those 2 guys on the outside are fast enough to just cause problems for that defense.
And then even with Mbappe's blazing speed, you still have Alphonso Davies and Pavard, who are both really fast. Alphonso Davies super fast.
And Pavard knows how to slide.
Yep.
He knows how to get down
both
dirty.
Great defenders, and then you have Alaba, who's fast too. Jerome Boateng's just a rock back there for any crosses or anything.
And Sula, same thing as Boateng, but he's just a little younger, a little faster, a little more agile.
And then it's just who shows up, really, because it's both.
But I got Bayern,
I think there's a big hit without Lewandowski. So.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing we worry about is Lewandowski not being there, but we'll see what happens.
But I think I picked Bayern going through.
I think I picked Bayern going through, too.
Yep.
So we'll move on to Porto and Chelsea next.
Yeah.
Now, this is a weird one because you have Chelsea, who's in the middle of a rebuilding stage.
Yeah.
Or, like
more
they're literally, they're kind of at the top of the rebuilding. Like, they're almost rebuilt, but they're still, like, really getting those pieces put together. Frank Lampard is an amazing coach. He's really figuring it out.
Tuchel's there now.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot. Tuchel. Man. Tuchel.
Yeah.
That man is a G. He used to be the manager for Bayern, or not Bayern, Dortmund, I mean.
Then went to PSG,
Yep.
now he's at Chelsea.
And he has good history with Christian Pulisic, so we'll see how those 2 can do together.
Yeah, so I think Chelsea just needs Werner to just show up. And Kai Havertz needs to play.
And you see Porto has, like, they played well, they play fast.
They play as a team.
And they played, as a team, a complete team. And they took out Juventus with...
Props off to them.
Yeah, very much, very, very good prop. Honestly, I couldn't believe it. But their team play was so solid, so beautiful. They were able to take down Juventus as if they were the better team, which obviously they were.
They're just a bunch of hard workers who I think will give Chelsea a run for their money.
And you can't be surprised if Porto comes out on top. In fact, I might actually pick Porto to come out on top.
I think I'm still picking Chelsea, but I wouldn't not see Porto going through.
Yeah, I mean, I could see either one of these teams going through. They're both pretty evenly matched in terms of schematics and players. So we'll see what happens.
Chelsea's a bigger name. Porto has won it with Jose Mourinho. That's where he got his
claim to fame.
Right there. But they haven't been there in a while. They're always in the Champions League. Always get out of the group stage, but this is
always one of the top teams in Portugal.
It's one of the farthest I think if I remember right, seen them gone in a couple years.
Yeah, I think so.
But so I think that's a good matching for them against Chelsea.
Oh yeah, if they were put against anybody else, they would have felt screwed almost. Like, oh, we got Juventus, now we got these big guys.
Like if they went Juventus PSG, that would just been
right. Or even Bayern too. Yeah.
But But I think that's a great draw for both the teams. Chelsea's been up and down. Porto has been killing it in Portugal.
Yep.
And then, so you got Porto, I got Chelsea.
Yep, yeah, that's what it's looking like.
And we'll see how it goes. And then the last one, we got Liverpool and Real Madrid.
Now, I don't really like Real Madrid anymore now that Cristiano Ronaldo left. I think he really made that team, and they've just been kind of scrambling to find someone to fill that hole ever since he left. And yeah, they're obviously a big team in Spain, and that's why they're still competing and they're still in the competition, you know, like whatever. But I just think Liverpool's a better team in this situation.
But Liverpool just haven't been playing up to what they're supposed to in the
Yeah, they're
English league, right?
like, I think, 6th or something in the league right now. They're really not doing all that well in the Premier League. They're fighting for even just a Europa League spot. At this point in the season, that's tough to push yourself up. Try to even get into the Champions League spots at this point. So we'll see what they can do. Obviously, if they win this competition, they get into the Champions League for free next year, don't they?
I think.
Or is that Europa League?
No, that's Europa
Oh,
League.
that's Europa League. Yep.
But yeah, and then with Real Madrid, they still got Karim Benzema,
Yeah.
who always somehow seems to score for them. Always pulls them out late.
Lucas is good.
Yep. Modric, you still got
Sergio Ramos in the back, the best center back probably we've ever seen.
and then
He
they
can
got
still score goals too, you know.
Casemiro, who just holds right in front of the defensive line.
So then we talk about Liverpool. That front three is scary.
Mhm.
They haven't really been showing out this year, but Mane, Firmino, and Salah, those three are fast, they're technical, and they know how to get past defenders.
It's just they haven't been playing well, and it's just like I don't know if I can trust them.
Now you wonder, is that maybe some of the midfield play? Did you put that on Naby Keita? Does he not give him...
And they are getting Thiago back now too.
Right.
Yep.
So, like, are they not getting the balls that they need in their... You know, like, are they not getting it in the correct spots to move forward? Is the team play just not there? You know?
Because the last leg, I think they went against Leipzig.
Yeah.
They won 4-1.
Yeah.
So it's like they can show out sometimes, and then other times they just lose to Burnley or something like that. And it's just like they're not consistent. So I don't know if they'll be consistent on the big stage against a big team like Real Madrid.
Right, yeah. That's a good point. So who's your pick?
I'm picking Madrid.
Madrid. I'm going to stick with Jurgen Klopp, my guy. Definitely one of the best managers in football.
One of the more passionate ones.
Yeah, definitely the most passionate. Yep. I like Liverpool. I really think they're a good team. I think they can pull it out against Real. And I'm kind of just looking at Real to see a little bit more embarrassment after Ronaldo left, you know. But, hey, you can't really knock them too much because Ronaldo's been embarrassed in the Champions League too. So
yeah, I think last year he got knocked out by Ajax.
Yep.
Or was that 2 years ago?
Actually, I think that was
2
years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago or whatever.
Like that.
Knocked out by Ajax, and this year knocked out by Porto.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Sad stuff.
so I got Dortmund, Bayern, Chelsea, and Real Madrid.
I got Bayern, Dortmund,
You got
Porto,
and then Liverpool.
and Liverpool.
All right, so that's how we think the quarterfinals are going to play out. So
Let us know in the comments what you think.
and then we'll come back after the first leg and talk about if we still think our predictions are going to be right, or if it's just like, oh, well, I was wrong. So
Yeah,
check
we'll
us
make
back.
a second assessment, see what happens. Yeah.
Check us back then. We out.
See you.